Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Bregaton. Let's begin exploring Commorragh, capital of the, well, I guess capital city of the Drukhari. So Commorragh exists within the Webway. It's a very large city. It used to be a way station, but the Drukhari turned it into a city. It's so large it actually has several suns within the city, which is why we saw them steal the sun from Rykad Norris at the beginning of the game. The corpses smile at you with warmth and whisper quietly. It is over for you. Join us. These corpses fell down here from above. Hear them whispering about the beauty of their long descent and the cruelty of the impact that broke their cold bodies.
I always keep my options open.
Hands off. That corpse is mine. Not really up for debate, buddy.
I'll see to it personally.
Say
Who
that.
if not me.
Alright, well I tried. It's not impossible to identify the horrendous spawn dressed in rags as a human being. Or rather, a genetic anathema descended from human beings. The mutant's hideous appearance is complemented by brutal scars and a partially flayed face. You soon have made an equally poor impression on the wretched beggar. He sizes you up and rasps. You look like a Groxpat. How are you still breathing with wounds like that? The beggar's features are appalling to the point of being too offensive to look upon. I'm in need of help. The mutant arches an eyebrow in bemusement. Really? A gripping tale. And why should I give a crap? Perhaps we can strike a deal. You want to trade? I've got things to trade. Beggar lifts his rags and you catch the dull glint of a pistol handle. What have you got? Apart from your innards or whatever that thing is that keeps trying to fall out of your gut. Offer him your weapon. I can give you this. It's useless to me anyway. I got one of those already, and mine's meaner than yours. Yours may be meaner, but mine is worth more. You can fetch a good deal for it later. Not convinced. Why don't you back off before I feel like proving that my gun is better than yours? I say we keep what we have to ourselves. I figured that. A trade between two beggars. What a laugh. I'm not going to beg. I'll point your weapon at him. This is a robbery. You're quick in the draw, but so is your opponent. You both stand still, holding each other at gunpoint. The mutant smiles maliciously. You sure it's worth it? Keep your weapon trained on him. Good reflexes. I propose we go our separate ways in peace. Eyeing you suspiciously, the beggar mutters. You must be out of your bloody mind. You won't last long here.
Let us not dawdle.
So I think he has on a decent pair of boots. In fact, it might be our boots.
I won't let it define me.
But nothing that could be of use to you.
Just as I planned.
Blasted Voidfear. He killed your people, tore down your banner, and replaced it with this heretical rag. Don't hurt me. I've got nothing for you to take. You had something alright.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Alright, lost contact with the flagship. At the moment, it is impossible to remove trophies from cargo since communication with the flagship hasn't been established. The contents of the injector bubble playfully, as if urging you to find out whether the liquid inside is poison or medicine. We'll throw it on for now.
Keep your wits about you.
We're slowly rebuilding ourselves. Alright, so we have 100 wounds. Your body is mangled by cruel torture. You're on the verge of death. We have a fresh injury, of course. Deformed bones. Your bones have deformed, curved, and misaligned, making your movements clumsy and your body feel alien. Darkened eye. You can feel something crawling inside your eye. You've lost most of the vision in it. And hamstrung. Your tendons have been carefully cut with a thin and sharp blade in order to cripple you without completely robbing you of the ability to move. Perfect. 1 in 3 chance.
That's how it's done.
Skin patch removes 1 trauma. These aren't traumas, you can't just remove those.
I always have a backup plan.
You surrender to the cough and lie down. It'll be easier to... It'll be easier to breathe and your lungs will stop burning.
Failure is just a temporary setback. I'll see to it personally.
Your wounds barely hurt at all. Your body feels surprisingly light.
I won't let it define me.
Alright, I don't remember which way I wanted to go first. Check out this way first. The wide mouth of the chute stretches into a mellow grin, as if promising to disgorge a few more bodies to keep you company. Honestly, killing these guys is most likely a mercy. I don't feel like I'm jeopardizing... I already saw that. I don't feel like I'm jeopardizing my Iconoclast playthrough.
Is there money to be made?
There are so many dead people around you. How? It must be Voidfear. Darn him for what he has done to your crew. Obviously I'm delirious. That wasn't obvious before. And a pleasant voice. The strange device invites you to put your hand in its depths and press the activation button. Seems like a terrible idea. An enormous eye stares at you through the glowing portal. Or rather, the portal is the eye of something enormous. And its maw, patiently waiting for you to step inside.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Alright. We're getting put back together, slowly but surely. You fool. You have a death wish. That's why they came here, to gut people like us. They're gonna try to sneak past. Maybe they won't take any notice. Oh, yeah, good job. I told you not to let them see you. They're hunters. Darn butchers. I'll just go by like that.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
The dead man grins condescendingly, beckoning you to take a place beside him. He has this life figured out. Alright, saw that one already. brave enforcers spend their every waking moment training. After all, what if you could return at any moment, try to take over your ship again? The barking of weapon discharges becomes Theodore's disapproving grumble. You consider that to be the face of a rogue trader.
I always keep my options open.
Malice deserves credit for giving us something to do other than count the hours until our deaths. Let me into the arena. I'll make Commorragh tremble and shout my name. I have a feeling the next fight will be my last. Pass me that stimulant. Alright. It's all generic dialogue. To the pit!
Let us not dawdle.
Alright, enough. You said we were brothers in arms now. Shut up, it's your initiation something, don't let weakling something. The den you found yourself in is filled with heady smoke, and the walls are lined with living shadows. The center of attention is a snake-like Xenos. He's engaged in conversation with a pale, hairy-looking Drukhari, who pays you no mind, much like everyone else in here. This particular breed of abominable Xenos is unfamiliar to you, but its appearance alone speaks of a vicious nature and inborn wickedness. Survey the room. Everyone gathered here is armed. They all bear scars, and some even have fresh wounds. You notice a few humans among the Xenos. They clamor in a mishmash of tongues, and their laughter rings with lunacy and bloodlust. The air is thick with an all-pervading sense of doom. Observe the scaled Xenos. The leader of this gang is powerfully built. I know he's the leader, I have no idea. His scaled hide is reinforced with engraved metal in several spots. His long tail coils around and around as his snake-like head sways gently from side to side. The Xenos is enjoying a state of blissful relaxation. His companion, the gaunt Drukhari, is looking at him obsequiously. Her entire body is adorned with hundreds of embedded steel beads and thousands of red injector marks. Address the leader. May we speak? The snake-like Xenos either fails to notice your presence, or simply ignoring you. Iridescent eyelid membranes slide over his eyes, momentarily shuttering them, no doubt a telling look among his kind. Without deigning to look at you, the cadaverous Drukhari mutters, "Malice wants you to disappear, pathetic whelp." Address the scaled Xenos. I think you can die here. You're a Malice, I take it. That's a new portrait. His serpentine head turns to you with inhuman fluidity, his forked tongue tasting the air. I am Malice. You are an inconvenience. Get lost, or you'll find out how Malice deals with inconveniences, humanly. I require aid. I'm wounded. What makes you think I care? No, don't answer. I don't care what makes you think that. I can pay you handsomely for your assistance. You have nothing. Don't waste my time. The Xenos keeps his attention focused on the Drukhari, but his scaled fingers holding an elegant-looking injector clench in displeasure. He speaks slowly and indolently, like a snake about to enter brumation. I'll render valuable services in exchange for assistance. What use could you be to me? The Xenos yawns sleepily, his mouth opening disproportionately wide. But if you want to serve, I have a task for you. The den's temperature is controlled by an atmospheric convector. The scavenger who sold it to me forgot to mention that it was faulty. Unfortunately for him, he was unable to repair it. Now the scavenger is dead, and I have to suffer the discomfort. My race is cold-blooded. We like our nests warm. None of my gang have a knack for hardware. If you can fix the convector, I'll take pity on you. Smug and mocking, Malice stares at you unblinkingly. I'm up to the task, but you're just mocking me, aren't you? By giving me this grubby little job. Why shouldn't I? I'm allowed to enjoy myself. Or perhaps it's just that I don't believe you're capable of anything more. Grab the injector from his hands and use it on yourself. I need this more than you do, Serpent. Whatever you just injected into your body, it has not done it any good. You feel as if you're engulfed in flames, and every muscle is cramping as if struck by lightning. But you will yourself to maintain your composure instead of dropping to the floor to roll around howling in pain. That was an agent that we Sslyth inject to protect ourselves from the cold. I can only guess what it's doing to your bloodstream right now. But I'm impressed by your fortitude, and your limitless nerve. What do you want from me? I wish to return to my domain in the Cronus Expanse. Ha, many dream of that. And how do you imagine that would work? You think I'm going to take you there in my void ship? I don't have one. I need a healer. And what will you give me in return? We shall discuss this later. The little strength you had left in your body has run out. You collapse to the floor, and the darkness that nearly extinguished your mind permanently envelops your vision once more. Through the drumbeat of your heart, you hear Malice's voice from somewhere far away. Patch up the humanling. He has character. I like those ones. Sensation slowly returns to you. Your body is still in pain, but you're no longer on the brink of death. Your wounds have been crudely closed with metal clamps, and your throat is pocked with injector tracks, as though you've been wearing a neck pillow of needles. The one who rendered this first aid to you was certainly not a qualified Turrigan, someone who would typically be permitted to minister to the person of the illustrious rogue trader. It looks like you're back with us. I don't know whether to offer my congratulations or commiserations. The Scout Xenos looks at you without the slightest deference. I owe you. What is your price? Straight to business. I like it. You truly do owe me, but we'll discuss that when you're no longer lying on the floor like a scrap of dead meat. As soon as you stand up, you're seized by a strange sense of unreality. It is as if you are still there in the wicked darkness, and everything around you is merely a twisted mirage. Doubt seeps into your mind like a poison, sundering its contact with your body. You have to make a deliberate effort to hold on to the thought that you are you. What? Is your mind maggot giving you trouble? I saw it latch onto your spinal cord when you were being patched up. A fat, well-fed grub it was, with lots of teeth. It's dying now. They have a short lifespan. That means its poison is especially toxic. You'll lose touch with reality from time to time. When the mind maggot dies, the final dose of poison will make you think your body is not your body at all. Then your heart will just stop beating. Alright, mind maggot's agony. A dying parasite in the rogue trader's body that is poisoning his mind with its hallucinogenic toxin. I could have pulled that thing out of you, of course, but I thought, why should I? Consider it a guarantee of your gratitude toward me. When you've earned your healing, I'll release you from it. The lipless mouth stretches into a bloodthirsty grin. Who are you? I am Malice, and the rabble you see here are my Shriekers. We're gladiators, the bleeding meat of the Fatal Thirst combat arena. We're the beasts who go out there to kill and to die inglorious deaths for the entertainment of the Dark City. And this den is our pleasure ground. Where am I? The snake-like Xenos hisses in satisfaction. Commorragh, the Dark City, the underside of existence, the realm of the Drukhari. You heard of it, humanly. Why did you decide to help me in the end? You are a cocky whelp, but feeble like all members of your race. Your cockiness has not gotten you killed yet, which means you must be someone important. And you might be useful. What is a mind maggot? A kind of translucent slug. It is a parasite that can only be found on this side of reality. Mind maggots feed on your memory, and they inject toxic hallucinations into your mind to stop you resisting. Drukhari can train these creatures and use them to show their victims devious mirages. What do you want from me? Kill for me. Go to the mangled sector and find a freak called the Commissar, one of your kind, and spill his guts for me. Do that, and you'll earn my favor. And in the Chasm, that counts for a lot. Who is this Commissar? A prisoner of the Drukhari who thinks too highly of himself. Instead of dying in the arena without any fuss, he is hiding gathering other slaves of your race around him, making pathetic plans to get his revenge. And many of your kind are listening to him. See how few humanling Shriekers there are? They used to all come to me, but now they listen to the Commissar and no longer come. The Mangled Sector. What an off-putting name. It's an off-putting place. It's the base of the spire in which we live. Commorragh is stitched together from scraps of various dimensions, and in the Mangled Sector, the seams are starting to rip. Space is collapsing in on itself, and entropic radiation is off the scale, spawning all kinds of abominations. And the sector itself is slowly but surely turning into nothing. Some unhinged humanling went there recently. What do they call him? Versorian? He was old but strong, and too loud. His visit probably stirred up all the freaks. You should be more careful and quieter than he was. You'd have to be insane to set foot in a place like that. Insane, an outcast like the Commissar, hiding from the hunt. Or you. Why do you want me to do it? I don't want to drag my whole gang into the Mangled Sector. The place will kill off 3 times more fighters than the Commissar's crew will. That means I need to send in an assassin. Commissar's fighters know my Shriekers, but nobody knows you. And besides, you don't have a choice, which means you'll see it through to the end. I'm going to need a more serious weapon. Prove that you're useful first. Do this, and Malice will see that you have decent toys to play with, but not before. In the meantime, you can pick something out of the junk pile. Malice gestures to add a container half full of shoddy equipment. Very well, I will kill him. Bring me his head, and in exchange, I will share my toys with you, to make surviving Commorragh possible. Serve me well, and I will not set a certain someone on you. There is an arena enthusiast who has acquired a scent beast, ferocious and toothy. Right now, he is trying out his new toy on the refuse near the corpse dump, but soon he will seek out bigger prey, and you do not want to be it. Not leveled up, and we're doing a little better than we were before. Please leave me in peace, strong master. I'm not stealing or begging. I'll just sleep here for a bit and be gone.
Failure is just a temporary setback.
A gruesome blow has caved in the gladiator's skull, but surprisingly, he's still alive. Let's level up real quick. We need every advantage we can get going forward. Disastrous collision seems pretty good. There's something else I wanted. Tough as steel is pretty good. Strong hand is also good. Steel shell is good. A lot of good stuff. I thought I wrote something down. Maybe not. This isn't bad, considering how tanky my character is. So this isn't going to help me right now because I don't have a shield. Oh my gosh, increased by 74%. Yeah, I might do that. A lot of tanky options. I might just go with out of my way. Whenever the character pushes an enemy, the character gains 4 MP. Those MP are added after the attack and allow the character to continue movement. Damage by collisions from pushes increased by 74%. My 3% more block isn't bad. This is okay. Vanguard gains 70% parry against enemies that consider the Vanguard a priority target. Sure.
I always have a
Where's this
backup
pile of
plan.
junk at? The tear in the fabric of space is sparking with entropic energy capable of unraveling the threads of matter itself. Unfortunately, no shields. I have righteous anger, though. I'm gonna put everything over here because we have to equip our other companions when we find them as well. No maces or shields, that's a little disappointing.
Rise to the top, or
We'll
get
make it
left
work.
in the dust.
Now put it back. Don't pull anything out of me. Relax, the Sawbones knows what he is doing. Right, Sawbones? We'll find out soon enough. I like the confidence. I don't know if we still interact with the convector. I don't even know where it's at.
Keep your wits about you.
Not that I think I can actually fix it anyway, but... Humanling, relax with us. Take a stimulant and enjoy yourself. If I'm going to kill the Commissar, I'll require decent equipment. If I gave you that, it'd be all too easy for you. When you leave, I'll enjoy wondering if the next time I see you, it'll be in one piece or several. Don't spoil my fun. I have some questions. Ask away, Humanling, but try not to bore me with your chatter. Tell me about your kind. The Sslyth? My kind were a greedy people. We always wanted more, and that's why we're rapacious and indomitable. Nothing could sate our growing appetite. We could have conquered half the universe, if we'd needed to. The bonds that held us together fell away, replaced by more beneficial and attractive alliances, and my kind scattered. Some called it the fall of our civilization, but they did not understand the realization we had come to, that no one needs other people, all you need is yourself. Why are you called Malice? The name is an accurate reflection of my nature, more or less. It was given to me by Commorragh, Archon of the Cabal of the Sheared Tongue. He was a competent master and he knew his servants well, which is why he didn't trust any of them and gave me the honor of guarding him. The Archon liked to watch me savage the assassin sent to kill him, and he named me Malice. I fended off 100 attempts on Commorragh's life, and only once was I too slow, but that was enough to lose my employer. And now I'm here. What are the Shriekers? A gang of criminals? Criminal. In Commorragh, the word sounds like a joke. The Shriekers are a gang of the doomed. They live in expectation of their inevitable death in the arena. That death makes a lot more sense than all the other deaths on offer in the Dark City. We're gladiators. We go to the arena to rip helpless meat to shreds. Then we become the helpless meat ourselves. When the end is predetermined, and in the spires, it's always predetermined, you start to see death in more simple terms. You stop being afraid of it, and you learn to enjoy life. We're a gang of people who enjoy life. There's actually something dignified about this grim readiness to die. The snake laughs and leans toward you. Oh yeah, we're really dignified. Death is a rare and exquisite event that only happens once in your life. Only an idiot would fear it and avoid thinking about it. I want to know more about the arena. The arena is the giver of life in Commorragh. Without psychic sustenance created by pain and suffering, the masters of the Dark City would die off. It's just how they are made. The hungry come to the arena to gorge themselves, and the witch cults that rule the arenas ply their guests with bloody spectacles and heinous torture. The Chasm is controlled by the Fatal Thirst, not the biggest witch cult, but an old and respected one. 3 succubi stand at its head: Azara, Kekeros, and Sinisthoria, the most influential of all. But Azara disappeared not long ago, and Sinisthoria has been lying low ever since she forged an alliance between her cult and the Reaving Tempest. So the deadly Kekeros is in charge of the arena. How is Commorragh structured? Malice's voice turns wistful. Commorragh is hidden on the underside of existence, and is stitched together from scraps of various dimensions and spaces. Long ago, the Eldari created this place as a port, but now it is a refuge from she who thirsts. It's supposed to be hyphenated. Commorragh has more bleeding spires than you can count, powered by the energy of stolen suns. An eternal war for power rages here. Ambitions and passions are the fuel and the fire of an endless conflict of open clashes and covert treachery. The tops of the spires are the domain of the Cabal Archons. The reigning over all is Azrabael Vecht, the supreme overlord of the Cabal of the Black Heart. You will see them, the ruling elite, when you die in the arena, and they will feed on your suffering and gain new youth through it. They seem eternal, they live so long, but they will die one day. Commorragh itself will die. It has been dying for thousands of years already, disintegrating at its foundation. Nothing in this world is eternal. Where exactly are we in Commorragh? This is the Chasm, the place where those destined for the arena of the witch cult of the Fatal Thirst eke out their existence. It's also where the homunculus' cast-offs end up. Gervontius of the Coven of the Baleful Thorn. He has his own little nook where he conducts his experiments. The Chasm is an endless source of raw material for his work, and the best results are destined for the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, the patron of the witch cult, and of Gervontius in particular. Why do you think I wound up here? I couldn't care less why you're here. My guess is you were dumped. The Chasm is a cesspit. Everything gets thrown in here. Rubbish, bodies, prisoners. It all simmers together until the Drukhari masters fish out whatever they need from the pot. Fighters, entertainment, living flesh. I have no more questions. Good. And Commorragh, unnecessary questions can kill you quicker than a blade. I must take my leave. A flash of searing pain causes the contents of your skull to burst into flames.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Alright, well I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll begin hunting for the Commissar, and see if we can't find any surviving companions. But for now, thanks for watching, I will see you guys in the next one.